back to my channel. This is Sara Graceson, where grace begins with you. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's great to see you, great to be back. I know I've been missing for a little while, had some things to do, and I was missing you guys, and I'm really excited and happy to come back. I have some great new videos coming up. Some hauls, some new items. I purchased some new perfumes, some new fragrances, so I can't wait to share that with you. Before we get started, as you see by the title, we're going to be talking about the Dossier fragrances. I've had Dossier for a long time, even when they first came on the scene, and I rarely talk about them, but they are a very inexpensive inspired fragrance brand, and they have some really good fragrances for a very inexpensive cost. You probably heard about them all over YouTube, but I want to share with you guys the ones that I have, the ones that I've paid for with my own funds, and I wanted to share my thoughts and review on these fragrances. Guys, I'm supporting a very great cause. It's victims of violence in public schools. I have a little short snippet of a video where you can go donate, support the charity and the cause to help small children, or help children, all children that are victims of violence in public schools. It's a great cause. I'll link the GoFundMe below. Also, I have a little snippet that tells you details about it. You can find it. I'll link that video below. It's a few seconds. But please, if you can, please support, please donate, please help. It's a very great cause, and it's a cause that we should very much be aware of, because it happens way more often than we really know. Again, it is victims of against violence in public schools. Please support and donate. Now, without further ado, let's get into this video about these Dossier fragrances. I'm so happy to be back, guys, and I want to also shout out all the ones that support my channel regularly, that come in the comments. Some that don't comment, I appreciate you too, coming in and giving me a like or sometimes leaving a comment. I just want to appreciate, tell you guys that I appreciate all the love. Miss Liz with the channel Liz Tolbert, Miss Sunny with Sunny Scents, Miss Julia with Accessorize for Life, I believe. Godwin, I think it's Godwina, the realtor. If I'm saying that wrong, please forgive me. I appreciate you as well. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, gentlemen that come in, that may not comment, but come in and still support my channel. I just want to say I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful. Now, I think I rambled enough. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please don't forget to share. Please don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload brand new content that I have coming for everyone. So let's get into the first fragrance. This first fragrance is one that we all probably know. Dossier has done a little bit of change with the way they name their fragrances, and they kind of tell you more about what fragrances that it's inspired by. But the first one I have, and this was probably called Ambery Saffron. And Ambery Saffron is inspired by Mason Francis Kirk DeJean's Baccarat Rouge 540. I'll give you the notes. The top notes are saffron, orange blossom. The middle notes are jasmine, plum, cedarwood. And the base notes are oak moss, fir, balsam, and amber. It smells just like Baccarat 540. smells just like it. If you want a less expensive, a long-lasting, a projecting dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540, this Dossier fragrance is it. Lasts very long. It's just a nice fragrance, and it smells to me exactly like Baccarat Rouge 540. So if you're looking for something to save a few dollars, this would be it. This is Ambery Saffron. It's a duplication for Baccarat Rouge 540. The next fragrance that I have for you, Hawthorne. Now, Powdery Hawthorne, I give you the, let me just tell you what it's a inspired fragrance for. It's an inspired fragrance for Metalique, Tom Ford's Metalique. The top notes are aldehydes, neroli, orange, blossom, middle, hawthorn, heliotrope, flower, vanilla, amber, and Peru balsam is in the base. Metalique smells just like Tom Ford's, Powdery Hawthorne. Hawthorne smells just like Tom Ford's Metalique. I mean, it's an exact, to me, almost like an exact dupe or inspired fragrance. This one is very metallic, very long lasting. It has some of that powderiness. It has that little bit of sweetness from the vanilla. You can tell it's a little floral, but it's just a kind of pungent, not pungent in a bad way, but pungent in a good way. Stark, kind of clean, has that metal, kind of cool, cold, almost like vibe that metal has, but it's a beautiful fragrance. It's not overbearing and it's not like offensive, but it's just a beautiful fragrance. This is Powdery Hawthorne, and it is a inspired fragrance for Metalique by Tom Ford. The next fragrance that I have is a very good one because it's by a house that a lot of people love. And this is when I was trying out fragrances, and this fragrance house, I hadn't had any of them yet, so I thought, let me try Dossier's version of that house and see what I think. Now, they have changed. I did go on the site and I seen at Dossier's site that they've changed the word Oriental and the ones that the fragrances that had the word Oriental in it to Ambery. And I was some of the ones that were first into Dossier. Your bottles will still say, your labels of your bottles will still say Oriental to Oriental. Now this one is Oriental Sage, and it is another duplication for Tom Ford Effin' Fabulous. And I'll give you the notes. The notes are: top is bitter almond, sage, and lavender. The middle is leathery notes, orris and vanilla, and the base notes are amber, blonde, woods, and tonka bean. Now, Effin' Fabulous to me smells like Effin' Fabulous, or should I say Oriental Sage, which they say now Ambery Sage. Smells just like Effin' Fabulous by Tom Ford to me. And it lasts just as long. So I'm happy. I almost thought this one was by Joe Malone. I'm giving up my secret. But this one was Tom Ford's Effin' Fabulous. And it's a great, great kind of, sage, kind of like lavender, vanilla, a little bit of that bitter almond. It's a nice fragrance. I say beautiful, so it's a nice fragrance, especially for a man. It's kind of light. It's not heavy, so you can wear this. You can wear this as a signature scent. This one is Oriental Sage. It is inspired by Tom Ford's Effin' Fabulous. The next one I have for you, Graceful Beauties is another one that they had changed the label, but this one is a really good one, and I'm glad I have this instead of it is inspired. Well, if you go to look for it on the website to purchase it, it'll be called Ambery Vetiver, and this one is inspired by Byredo's Bow the Freak. The top notes are bergamot, lemon, and bouchou. The middle is orange blossom, tagate, and violet, and the base is vetiver, amber, and cedarwood. This one smells. I had Bow the Freak by Oriental. I had the original. You know, it was really hyped up. People really loved it, and then to me, it's a clean scent. It's a very clean scent, but it has like that a little bit of vetiver, but a clean vetiver. It has that bergamot and those citruses, that lemon, and it smells very clean, almost a little metallic. But I had Byredo, that Bow the Freak, the original, and I wasn't too wowed about it. So I know I had purchased this inspired version, and I end up keeping the inspired version and getting rid of the original. I just feel as though, you know, for the price that the Dossier was, it was best for me to keep this one, since I wasn't in love with Bow the Freak. And this one would just suit me just as well. It's so close to the original, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference, and the longevity and the projection is the same, was the same to me. This one is Oriental Vetiver. It is inspired by Byredo's Bow the Freak, and if you go to find it on the website, it's going to say Ambery Vetiver. The next one that I have for you beauties is one that I was talking about, and this one is inspired by another famous house. And if I didn't tell you guys, so this one is Woody Sage, and you probably can guess what this one is. A inspired fragrance of Jo Malone. Jo Malone's Wood Sage and Sea Salt. Now, sometimes Jo Malone's fragrances aren't that beast mode of a fragrance anyway, and this one is the same. You also can see the notes on the bottle too as well, but this one is kind of the same. The top notes are fig tree, grapefruit, the middle is marine notes, ambre, and the base is clary sage and amberwood. And this one smells, I've had Jo Malone's Wood Sage and Sea Salt, and this one smells just like it. And it's not that potent, it's not that beast mode of a fragrance, but it has that woodiness, it has that sage, and it gives you that like almost sea salty water kind of scent to it, profile to it. So it's a nice fragrance. It's a nice, if you want to be out on a spring day or a summer day and you want something light, you want something kind of airy, you're out on a beach or you're somewhere on a boat, this is a great fragrance for that. And this one is Woody Sage. It's inspired by Jo Malone's Wood Sage and Sea Salt. And I have two more good ones here for you guys. And this one is Fruity Honey. This one is also inspired by Jo Malone's Nectarine Blossom and Honey. I'll give you the notes. I'm gonna get one spray, guys. The notes on this one is, I know you hear the clap, the cap just clapping as a metallic. This one, the top notes are black currant, green leaves, the middle is honey, nectarine, and the base is peach and vetiver. This one is really fruity. It's very fruity. You get a little bit of that honey, but you get the nectarine, you get a bit of that black currant. Definitely get some greenness from the green leaves. You get the peach, you will smell the peach throughout this fragrance. So if you are a peach lover, you will smell this peach throughout the fragrance. And the vetiver, it's there, but it's not, to me, it's not an offensive vetiver. The fruits take over this fragrance. It's very fruity. It's very green. If you're fruity, honey, kind of honey, sweet, tart type of person, this one will be a great, great, great fragrance for you. It is fruity honey, and it is inspired by Joe Malone's Nectarine Blossom and Honey. Last but not least, oud or fougere oud. If I pronounce it wrong, forgive me. This one is a inspired fragrance for Tom Ford's Oud Wood. The top is rosewood, tobacco, pink pepper, coriander. The middle is oud, patchouli, and vetiver. And the base is tonka bean, labdanum, and cedar wood. Let me just get one spray, guys. I know I like this because I haven't sprayed it in a long time, but this is so good. It's so, you get that oud, but it's not like a, it's grassy. It's not so much dirty, but it's just like the oud is just, the oud in the wood, almost like a cedar wood, something like that. And then the oud just, it's kind of smooth. It's mellow. Oh, it's so nice. I love the smell of oud if it's done correctly. Get a little bit of that tobacco, a little bit of spiciness from the pink pepper, but it's not spicy that it bothers you. Oh, it's so good. The tonka bean gives it a little bit of creaminess. This one smells just like Tom Ford Oud Wood. This one is really good. So guys, if you're out there and you're looking for something that's a little, that's inexpensive, not as pricey, and you want a dupe for Tom Ford Oud Wood, because I've known the prices to go up, this one will be a great, 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 great find. This one is Fougere Oud by Dossier. And that's all I have for you beauties, for you graceful beauties. I hope you enjoyed this rendition of Dossier fragrances. I purchased all of these fragrances on my own, and I've had them, but I just hadn't really talked about them that much. So I hope this helps you out, because they have a lot of inspired fragrances. And Dossier is not a bad, it's a really good brand, and they do their fragrances, inspired fragrances, very well. I hope you enjoy. Please, before you leave, don't forget to like, comment, thumbs up the video. Don't forget to share, and definitely don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload more great content. I'll see you again soon, my graceful beauties. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take care now. Bye-bye.